Hello valued viewers, I hope you're all doing wonderfully well and welcome to our weekly live sea power battle. This is where we all turn up on a Thursday night after work or whatever. One of us has made a mission, the other guys run the mission. We have no idea what to expect, we've got no way of prepping for it. We just see what happens. Today I make an apology at the end of a really nasty sickness. I'll do my best to get through and yeah, Pony will basically carry me hopefully. Fly, what's going on please?
So we take a bit from history today, Cap, and do a little what if on it again. Today we do the hunt for the Storozhevoy. Sorry I'm butchering that ship name. It's today the 9th of October 1975. You are on board the Soviet Frigate Storozhevoy. It's an anti-submarine frigate, the most modern in the Soviet Union Navy. And you are the political officer on board of third rank captain. You just started a mutiny on board, locking the captain under ship and are on a run from the Bay of Riga towards Leningrad. And your goal is to place that ship next to the old ship Aurora, what is a symbol of the Soviet Union, or the Russian Revolution of the Soviet Union, and broadcast to the people and spawn a second revolution. Of course, you are not satisfied with the state of the Soviet Union, and you say it's corrupt, it's evil, and the people need to rise again. That's what happened in history. He never reached his goal of getting to Leningrad, but he escaped the Bay of Riga. And today we do a little what if. The idea I got actually from the Russian leadership. Of course, they feared that the political officer wants to defect to Sweden, to the island of Gotland. And what's your goal today? So escape the Bay of Riga and get your ship 10 miles close to Gotland.
Roger Fly, you said this is real or a version of this happened in real life. Is this what I've heard that Hunt for the Red October, the movie and book, was based upon?
Yeah, Tom Clancy basically took the events and used that as inspiration for Hunt for the Red October.
Amazing. Kind of spiced it up with a massive nuclear submarine, right? Very good, guys. Yeah. Right, so we have our ship. It's a Krivac 1 ASW frigate. Let's just familiarise ourselves with its weapons. It has SAN 4B Gecko, surface-to-air missile range 8 miles, pretty measly. 76mm naval gun times 4 stern, so we need to think about that. A Set 65 active radar, sonar homing anti-submarine torpedo, 8 miles. Silex torpedo carried by a rocket or a small jet, 27 miles. It says anti-submarine here. I'm pretty sure Silex could also be used for surface, or maybe it was just Silex B, I forget now.
You can guide that whole assemble into a ship. Mm-hmm. That's a secondary mode.
Okay, roger. RBU 6000, 6,000 meter mortar, anti-everything, including torpedoes, critically. And that's us. I'm basically brain dead today, so any questions from Pony?
No, I think it's pretty straightforward. It's just a matter of how do we see the best way to get out, whether we're in MCON or face it head on. Just depends on what adversaries we see once we get in game.
Little thing also on the history. So the Storozhevoy was actually pursued by a very small fleet of very old frigates. The Storozhevoy back then was very new and very high armed with back then best air defense actually. The stuff they sent to hunt were only patrol boats and old frigates. Today it's the same. They also sent army aviation and long-range maritime aviation. I took out the maritime aviation, and the only thing you need to fear are MiG-21s to bomb you, maybe, if they find you. Everything else you should be able to get upon.
Okay, welcome in viewers. Let's just remind ourselves of this vessel type. So we've got arm launchers fore and aft, probably single, with 40 SAMs. We've got the mortars, which are cut, there they are, which are quite impressive, these. Limited range, but pretty impressive here, 96 rounds. We've got Silexes here. We've got the torpedoes and midships here, times 8. Look pretty big, actually, compared to a Mark 46 or whatever, so that's pretty impressive. We've got a 76mm guns aft here, just in case the S really kicks off. And that's it, guys. We're currently MCOM, and we also have a total ray or whatever these guys called it. So the questions are: do we want our radars on? Yes or no? Do we want our sonar deployed? Yes or no? Do we want active sonar on or just passive sonar? And do we want weapons free, tight, or hold? Recommendations, Pony.
I would go ahead and turn the radars on. We can pull the variable depth sonar in. I don't think that's going to get us anything in here. And then, yeah, I'm happy with weapons tight, so we can be deliberate with what we shoot at.
Roger, stand by. So, radar going on, surface radar going on, active sonar is off. The towed array is not deployed. The passive sonar is on. Cool looking vessel this is. Right, let's talk about speed. We're currently 13 knots, that's what, 2/3?
Let's flank it.
Yes, that's
Get there.
kind of what I was thinking as well. I mean, the way I think about it, you're not going to hide a frigate, not really. Even though it's super quiet, Oliver has Perry, you're not going to hide it from a submarine, so your safest bet is probably going fast. I don't know, I'll probably turn out to be completely wrong on that.
Two things for you both to consideration, yeah? You just started a mutiny, and the Russians know that. Also, one thing from history, one of the lieutenants of the ship actually got free from the ship, went to headquarters, and informed the high command that there's just a frigate running and defecting from Russia. Funny thing, the high command only informed their superiors about it 2 hours later, because they thought that the lieutenant was drunk, and yeah, I didn't believe the
Russia.
political officer would do that.
Roger, guys. This thing looks like a beast. 2 giant screws. Pony or anyone, what are these wings? Why does it have wings here?
They're basically stabilization fins or wings, whatever you want to call them. Especially for frigates that are going to turn at high speed and all that. It helps them from rolling too much.
Right. It does look
like
quite
modern
a top-heavy ship.
modern passenger ships like big sea cruisers, they all have that, so they don't roll that much.
All right.
People get
I mean the new ones are obviously much more advanced. These are they're just fins sticking in the water. They don't maneuver or anything. They just stay there.
Roger. All right, guys, I've got my log up there, so keep an eye on it. I've got this here. Obviously, I've got to go hundreds of miles, so I need to speed it up as much as I can. Anything else before I start speeding it up and just basically hoping for the best?
Let's do it.
Woo, here we go, viewers. It's always nerve-wracking, especially at the beginning. Once you get in action, it's okay, but at the beginning, it's always a little bit nerve-wracking. Right, we're making 32 knots. That's not bad. I mean, if nothing else, we're going to outrun some vessels, maybe.
Yeah, Cat. Once I'm thinking, so you see that waypoint just as we get out of the bay that's labeled 657?
Yes.
I'm thinking once we get to that point, instead of heading north and west, continuing our track more south and west, coming into the island from the south.
I've also noticed we're in a kind of basin here. Look how shallow the water is. That's a nightmare for a submarine.
Yeah.
So
once we get out there, we may want to put the sonar out once we get out of the bay.
Yeah.
I can tell you there are no submarines. They couldn't scramble subs fast enough anyway.
Right. That's a fair point.
That idea, then.
That's a fair point. What Fly said though, because what's the best nuclear sub going to do? What, 30 knots? Russian sub? There's no way they can get them out. I don't know. I'll just shut up. I don't really know.
In history,
yeah, unless they have an Alpha out there.
Actually, in history, yeah, Alpha's not there yet.
Oh yes, no, Alpha's not there yet, is it? Still being built, still in the yard.
That's true.
1975, and they had hard problems actually. In reality, there were only patrol boats, and they had 57mm guns on board and 2 torpedoes, and because of regulations, they were not even armed with torpedoes. So most of the patrol boats, actually later some of the sailors put in their memoirs of that event, they actually feared to actually find the Storozhevoy, because that 75mm on the back destroys them.
Guys, we're under threat. It won't let me go past 10 times speed, which means we're under threat.
Yeah,
imminent threat of dying.
There's a contact out there within 50 miles.
That's slightly worrying.
We just haven't picked them up.
Let's have a think. It can't
Which makes sense that they're kind of probably at the exit of that choke point, would be my guess.
Probably an ambush of frigates or something, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if it was a plane, we would see it, right? We've got a, for the time, a relatively modern air search radar. Surely we would see any aeroplanes at 50 miles.
Yeah, that would be my guess.
Right, yeah, that's our clue, viewers. If it slows time down, like it will do in a minute when it spots a baddie, then you know something's about to happen. And the slower it slows you down to, the more imminent the threat is.
Yeah. In reality, they scrambled as I said, the army military aviation. They launched some Yak-28s, what is a 2-engine supersonic strike bomber. And they struggled actually to find her at first. The first ship they attacked was actually a civilian ship, but then radioed back to port that they are under a fear terrorist attack, and they are in Soviet waters, and yes, suddenly the aviation was straight back.
Right, here we go. Right back down to it's semi-small. We don't know what it is, but it's not going to be friendly because it's over Soviet territory. This is I forgot what it's.
Yeah, and it's low. It's not exactly flying up at commercial airliner altitude.
Right. Yes, you're
so
right.
It's going to be hostile.
All right. Let's just see the range of our doodah. It is pretty measly. Well, there's not much we can do until it gets back here. I'm personally tempted to go weapons free at this point. What are your thoughts? I'm worried about missing something if I
think we can. Yeah, let's just hold off for
hold
a few
off, see
minutes.
what happens. All right. Well, we know what our baddie is now anyway. It's a pair. Okay, here they come. They're attacking.
Yeah,
bandits.
Here it comes. Okay, we can go weapons free.
Okay, weapons free. Confirmed. Weapons free. All right. Should be an easy shoot down, or at least an easy, get them away. Happy with
Look
flag
at the
speed?
emission. That's a small radar.
How would you know that?
Yeah, it is.
Is that number there?
The
the
emission.
microwatts.
I didn't know that.
And now we got them on radar as well. So we had radar contact at about 20 miles.
Yeah.
It's interesting. Only 20 miles.
What did we have before? Emissions?
It was just ES, yeah.
Right, here we go.
Well, they are low, so I guess that makes sense.
They are, they're attacking. Right, they're up to our, port stop?
11
quarter?
o'clock, yeah.
Should be able to see them. Can't. Oh, there's a whole flight of them. Right, I'm definitely weapons free.
Falls.
Well, she's weapons free. She should be shooting.
Funny thing is, the guns have a greater range than the Gecko.
Very good. 21s, okay.
We couldn't dodge it this low anyway.
I sadly couldn't put Yak-28s in there because we don't have them.
Some high-G manoeuvring got going on there.
I hope
Compressor
you
stall and
maneuver
make 21 going that negative G.
Oh, we put them off, guys. Yes. Rip the wings off. Did we get one?
I still see 3. No, there's 2. Did we get one? Get there!
Gecko must fly from it.
I don't know how lucky you are, sir.
Huh.
Oh. Okay, so we got one. We got one. At least one dead.
Oh, he's turning.
Re-attacking.
That's a mistake.
Spaceship style and miss.
Oh!
Come on, keep going. Come
I
on.
only put 3 of them in. In reality, it was a whole squadron of like 12 planes.
Wow. Yeah, you wouldn't want to have to take that on.
They really wanted to kill the frigate. They feared that all the technology would fall to the west.
Or at least that's the story they told the West.
me he didn't drop. Tell me he didn't drop.
Close.
If that had hit us, that is it. That would have been end game. Jesus Christ. Okay, he's dropped his bombs now. Oh, boy, I already feel sick. Right, he's no threat now. God damn it. I say god damn.
And demonetized.
And demonetized. That was...
So you have to say at least these guys aren't Royal Navy Buccaneer pilots.
No, they'll go much lower.
Hello, Davros.
Unico.
I'm reading about just this kind of attack and this warfare at the moment in the Falklands. It's really interesting stuff. Come on, catch him.
Yeah, but VA4 really scrapped the scene almost here.
Yeah, they did. They flew well, those Argentinian pilots. Well, he's no threat. He's going to go home. I'm almost certain of it, guys.
Yeah, he's out.
So, did any bombs get dropped on the real, or against the real ship?
Yes, they did. And once they found her, they dropped on the first pass 2 bombs. They had, like actually in the sim, fall just long behind the ship, and on the second drop they actually hit the stern of the ship, made her unmaneuverable, or maybe the crew decided to not flee anymore, and then the fleet picked up to her and they ceased the mutiny.
Wow.
So the Storozhevoy actually was never destroyed, but it got hit, and after that served in the Mediterranean, actually.
I'm guessing those are torpedo boats.
Yes, yeah, that's ours. So we don't want to take any chances. That's a Silex all over, question mark.
Yeah.
That's north though, isn't it? So that's potentially neutral.
Nah.
I don't know.
This is Fly making the mission. I don't think we have any neutrality here.
Hey, normally I put civilian ships in, yeah, Pony? But no, this time not.
All right, well, there's your answer. All right, I better get line of sight in, guys. I'm not sure whether to use line of sight Gecko, or our valuable Silex, guys. Line of sight Gecko might be the best. Anti-surface, 8 miles. Ooh, I don't know. I mean,
I actually think...
What's their range?
Their range currently is 17 miles, and I can shoot them right now with the Silex. Or should the Silex wait in case we hit a frigate? Ooh, it's a tough one.
You'll hit the landmass as well as at the moment if you use
Yes, I know.
Silex.
Yeah, we need to get line of sight, obviously. I don't know. Someone's got to make a decision.
You spawned with, I think, over 400 rounds of the 7.6 mil.
Range is 8 miles. Yeah, the thing is, if they've got torpedoes, they're going to fire within 10 miles if they're Russian torpedoes.
Yeah, what's the range
what I
of the
think interesting
torpedo?
is how many bullets you spent just to fend off that plane.
The range of our torpedo is it's an anti-submarine torpedo, and it's 8 miles. Their surface torpedo will be longer because you know what they're like.
So best guess, are they patrol torpedo boats? Are they missile boats?
There'll be small missile or torpedo boats. I forgot the class name.
So the torpedo range is about 8 kilometres. The OSAs have 20 kilometre. So you're within OSA range already. So you're a bit screwed if they are OSAs.
How about, I've got another idea, guys. We could, to make sure we don't give them any time, we could pop along here and then pop out just of the landmass there, get line of sight, and then just bombard them with missiles and guns. That will mean we don't have to do that kind of closing there.
I can tell you, OSAs were there at that time.
Alright. Right, we've got a rough plan. I don't know if it's going to work, but it's just going to give us slightly more time. Let me draw. Let's say we're going to engage them with guns and missiles. Where is my tool? Giggity. Oh shit, we're picking something else up now. Okay, well, it's just one operation at a time. It's just the MiG, but he's dead. I mean, not threat. I don't want to waste my
maybe gun run you.
Might. Yeah. I'm worriing about
That MiG's not being flown by a GR member because it's still got fuel.
Yes, and the engine.
Yeah.
Engine doesn't.
Maybe it's MEMS.
All right, we're back on track, guys.
MEMS and his love for the 21.
So it might be worth going weapons hold to not actually put any offensive weapons against the fighter. Don't waste any.
Yeah, we are.
And they are on time.
Not threat, so.
Well, we're tight, but if we'll still fire defensively, so we may as well go hold so we don't fire at all.
Are you sure?
Hold and ceasefire.
Actually, that fighter gets close.
I've hold it, but I'm slightly worried he's going to strafe us. It's got 30 cap. I'm happy to shoot the naval gun at him, by the way. 400 rounds.
Okay, that's fine.
Where's the effing naval gun?
I have only 200 left.
Yeah, that's disappointing. I don't know what to do! Ah! Fire a little bit.
We could use one of your anti-air missiles.
Okay, just one. Just shoot
Oh,
down.
it just started to shoot.
Okay. Probably made the bad choice. As ever, I made the bad choice, guys. I just don't want to be harassed by this stupid effing MiG. Right, die! For one job. Rubbish, goddamn missile!
What's he doing? Not even doing a gun.
Right, he's not attacking us. Right, everyone. Hold
Hold it.
fire, hold fire, cease fire, cease fire.
You just probably say high command
Hold
where you
fire.
are.
I didn't know what he was trying to do, I didn't know what threat he was, but apparently he's not any threat at all. Effing Russians.
I mean, at least he's not Japanese, so he's not doing
Yes,
the
that could be worse, I
harakiri.
suppose. Alright. Back in
He's
action.
high yo-yoing you to camp. That's what he's doing at the moment.
Nah, they're not that smart in this game.
He's,
Two high
very
yo-yos
high yo-yo.
at 20,000 feet.
He's dogfighting your ship, Cap.
I suspect he's just being sea power. I suspect that's what we're seeing right now. Alright, wasted a few rounds so we can live with it. Right, let's get back on with the game, guys. So let's get our line of sight drawn in there.
Actually, Caps, your gunners just doesn't like uneven numbers, so they fire 11 shells to get you to 200.
Sure.
You see?
Right, well, I should be able to get line of sight. If I pop along, let's say, there. Get in range about there. If we pop through there, if we don't beach ourselves, should be able to start blatting away.
It could be sea power. I didn't gifted him an airfield to land on, because I feared that sea power being sea power and for once actually launching all the planes and destroy your ship.
Roger.
He's up at 50,000 feet.
He is being sea power, isn't he?
He wants to be RTB, but he can't, so he
I don't know what to do. What do I do? I just spin around like this. It's all I can think about
Waste the
doing.
gas.
It's coming with me again. Ah, whatever. Right, I'm gonna turn left now.
Hopefully,
Mark there.
hopefully you don't beach it.
Yeah, that would be. Well, let's keep an eye on the keel.
With my testing, some of the I actually beached their frigates. Don't know why.
Well, that would be embarrassing, wouldn't it, guys? All right. Sure about this MiG, but it'll eventually run out of stuff, won't it?
You see the keel, yeah? You have 180 feet under you.
Yes, that's pretty good.
So like only 60 meters or something.
I should have line of sight of him now. I don't know why. Maybe they've moved north.
Yeah, unless they went into that little bay.
If I beached again, I'm mad. Like you can't use AI close to the shore sometimes. It's stupid.
Because sea power?
Mm-hmm. I
Alright.
talked with Pony another day about it. We actually both wish we had the same control over the AI as we have in DCS. Of course, in DCS we actually can give them orders, give them ROEs and stuff.
Yes, it's a real problem, isn't
yeah.
it? A nice, basic, simple system to give them. Yeah, that would work fine. Well, guys, they've definitely gone. So
Let's put it like that. Right now, it's too simple.
So we didn't have to do that, I suppose. Radar's on, so we should see it.
well, if you've avoided their patrol search, you've avoided their patrol search. Not a problem.
There you go. Job's done. All right. Well, let's imagine that they've gone and they're not a threat. Where do you want to go now, guys?
Let's head southwest.
Southwest. Aye, aye, Captain. There they are. We've just left them behind.
Yeah,
Simple
they
as that.
went way up in the bay.
We win.
They defeated themselves.
Guys, is fuel modelled?
Not for surface vessels or nuclear vessels, only for our beloved diesel submarines, and where it's only the time you are underwater without.
Yeah, it's only the battery.
Yeah.
Right, so we're stuck at 10, so we'll just have to put up with that until this guy eventually runs out of fuel. Eventually he will.
It's been on afterburner for quite a while.
There's a big fuel jet. There's a new afterburner they're testing out that doesn't burn vodka instead of kerosene.
There, it's burning vodka.
Right.
Grabnik would be proud.
We're out of the bay. You said you wanted to go this way because it'll beat Pony. It'll beat Flyer's brain. So let's do that then.
Okay, just a little hint, yeah? I gifted you the route they took.
Well,
Doesn't mean
Yeah, it's okay.
there aren't fleets coming from all sides.
I'm
Just saying.
with you.
right, haven't got a range.
It's a very small emission.
We can probably go around that pony. Look at his vector.
Yeah.
We can see if he turns. Let's keep on this, I say, or exaggerate it a little bit. But there's a good chance.
Yeah, outmaneuvering is just as good as hard kill.
Yeah.
Very large radar echo.
That's likely to be merchant, isn't it?
Wow, that's a
Navigation radar. Or you're dead, one or the other.
big... I mean, it's not... Let's go a little bit further down. Run away! Stay out of 20 miles. I mean, he would have seen our radar, surely.
Yeah.
He's not coming after us.
If he's got ESM, well, I think he's a merchant.
First that, also, don't forget, there are other ships hunting you down. All are Russian. So the emissions they're seeing could be from all other Russian surface vessels, not from your. So, yeah.
Yes, he's going away from us now. Oh, wow. Oh, well, we made the right decision there, guys. That's a whole
But at the same time, if we would be on the other side, yeah, there's an aircraft just over it. At that point, all ships know where this Storozhevoy is.
I don't know how true that would be in Soviet area comms.
That's also true.
Getting two commands to talk to each other historically in Russia.
Well, you've also got the pilot is not very intelligent. He's just burning gas.
True.
Also, it's Army aviation talking to the Navy.
Army, Navy aviation versus Navy on the surface, potentially Navy subsurface. Yeah, that is a comms issue for NATO, let alone Soviets.
The comms nightmare.
So them issue is what it is, guys. Well, we've just bypassed 2 missile boats and what is probably a massive fleet of some sort. So I'm happy with that so far.
Just do the information bring up on the... Oh, it's Sedlov.
Yeah, wow, we are so lucky we didn't...
Sverdlov, oh,
That's
okay.
a giant cruiser with about 1 million guns, so yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy to get past that one,
It's
guys.
old, but it takes a punch.
It's
Yeah,
tough,
what are those,
damn
8-inch
tough
guns
vessel.
on there?
Yeah. And,
And a Petya.
Petya. Alright, you've done alright there, guys. I'm glad we didn't take that fight. Right, let's keep going.
It's interesting that comes up as the same radar signature as a literal tens of thousands of tons container ship or something.
Yeah.
I guess it's not very... I don't know.
With a low energy radar on it as well.
Alright, it's cleared. And charge! Gotland, here we come!
Yep, likes the Swedes, right?
Yeah, Swedes are alright. I think that any country that has less than 10 million people and has made what they've made, not bad. Oh, bugger off! Seriously, if this guy pests us all day, I may have to shoot him down. Go away! What are you trying to
let's
achieve?
shoot him down.
Alright. I don't know, if I start doing that, am I going to alert the cruiser? I don't know.
Yeah, just one SA4 at him.
As he passes, they seem to do better in trail.
Roger. Duly noted.
Yeah, the Gecko aren't that really reliable.
It's not
At the
really
same time,
passing.
At the same time, the Soviet think it's the best they have, like on mid-range, short range, in the air.
It's not passing at all, guys, as it turns out.
Excellent. But he can stay there and do nothing.
There you go. That's the end of that encounter. We're getting some strange ass encounters here, guys. Alright, on we go. Right. I'm going to tempt fate and measure how far we've got to go. We've got 130 nautical miles to go, guys. We can do it.
4 hours.
Yeah, we're stuck at 10 times at the moment, but if we can escape a little bit more, we'll speed
It's the plane. It's the plane that stuck you on 10 times.
Should I try shooting a shot here?
Yeah, just take him
Yeah.
out.
Just one.
I normally would give you the permission to use cheat mode and destroy it, but then you see everything, so...
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, we got it!
Nice shot, sir.
Thank you very much. I'll be here all day.
Suck it.
Suck it, baby. Okay, we're still stuck on 10. I guess we've got to wait until we get far away from the cruiser. Alright, off we go. Nothing we do now until we pick up some more emissions. Alright, it's going to be luck of the draw, guys. I think flank was definitely, bearing in mind we're not trying to hide our acoustics, flank was definitely right.
One, to skip the time a bit, one note to history again. How they did the mutiny was actually quite clever, because it was the 9th November, the birthday of basically of the Soviet Revolution. Everyone was drunk. Yeah, everyone on the ship was drunk basically, and so they had it easy. Of course, most of the crew was not even on board. The captain, they got somehow under deck and locked him away, and yeah, that's how they started the mutiny actually.
Alcohol is usually the best way, guys, to get you away in life. 110 nautical miles, doing all right.
That's actually the history of this is actually interesting. There are like many fucked ups over the whole incident, and some are related that commanders didn't really thought it's a real thing and were actually thought it's a training, but at the same time they were like pretty pissed about it, cause they thought like, who doing on a celebrational weekend a training exercise? How they dare?
Yeah, right. 100 miles, guys. Halfway there, more than halfway there. We started all the way down there. So we've done some serious travelling. Does anyone know when we started? It was yesterday, wasn't it? 10 o'clock? Or something like that?
It's
like 6 in the morning.
6 in the morning. It's now 8. It's now 20 past 8. Okay, we're going 2.5 hours. Alright. Pretty exciting 2.5 hours. Well, as far as naval combat goes. 90 miles, and it's just slowed down, which means Twabbles coming up.
We got
it's gone.
vampires inbound.
You serious?
We just lost them.
Pause. Right, let's do some thinking.
It was down to the southwest. Yeah, it was down to the southwest.
So what could that mean?
So
What's that likely to be from? And what could spot us before... It must be an aeroplane, right? I mean, what could spot us before we spot them? Not a ship. Surely.
Unless it was a ship with a really tall height of eye.
Alright, so we know where they're coming from. We haven't got any obvious threat from the north now. So how do we want to posture ourselves defensively?
Or maybe a very small ship.
Got to go weapons free now, haven't you?
Yes.
As I say,
Yeah, weapons free.
Well, how are we going to defend ourselves from a vampire? What weapons have we got?
You have a
Well,
gecko.
we've got geckos.
Those are quite effective, yeah.
And we
So
got the 76 mil. They'll try.
Go weapons free, stay broadside, hope for the best.
Yep.
Alright, a slight aversion like that.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yep.
Well, I don't like the sound of this, guys. I don't understand what could see us before we saw them. We're a small, modern for the time frigate.
After this part plays out, I can tell you.
Right. Could I have done anything wrong? We don't need our total ray out because of what we heard. There's nothing we can do. Our surface search is on. Could it have been a shore-mounted battery, I wonder? Okay.
It's SS-20s.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Silkworm.
Silkworm. Yeah, it was a shore-mounted battery. Oh dear, this isn't going to end well, guys, and there's nothing we can do.
We're 50 kilometres away, for sure.
Shall I force the chaff?
Yes.
It's not firing. Chaff, it's already fired. Work, whatever. Yes, chaff's out. Alright. Yeah, sure battery.
So at that time in history, again, on the hand also for the Storozhevoy were 2 OSA. And they are equipped with each for...
Sons of bitches, how did they spot us? I don't understand it.
It's
It
a small
would have
ship.
been our radar. It's
It's
ES.
a fucking small ship, Captain.
So there's nothing really we could have done. How can we spot the other ones first before they spotted us, but we didn't see this one? Gutted about it, guys. I am gutted. Alright, a bit annoying. I don't mind go do some testing and and seeing why. Let's go see what the mission was and where they were anyway.
So historically, that is almost exactly the same place as the ship got attacked by the Russian fleet.
Exactly.
Almost, yeah. So well done, Fly.
Funny
for that.
thing, you guys turned actually towards the incoming ship.
Yeah, well, that's fair. I mean, I tried to outfly you, and you outflied me.
Yeah, and that pattern, that grill over it, is actually the military aviation.
So let's see. Let's rerun that bit then and see if we can duplicate what happened there, guys. So when would they have fired at us? Let's see their range of their missiles. I just still don't quite get why my big powerful radar didn't. Okay, so their range is it's low. It's 20 miles. Okay, maybe I can't see them at 20 miles then. So let me.
No, they would have just over the horizon, and they fired on an ES track.
Can they do that then? So they're firing on our freaking radar.
Yeah.
Oh,
so if once we got out there, if we had gone MCON, we probably wouldn't have been fired on.
Well, we can test that now, can't we? All right, let's put ourselves there. Let's go and do that. Let's see what happens when we do this. Wow.
Big silk swarms are actually by tracking in the end in the IR spectrum.
I'm going to duplicate everything that we had there. I think we were still on weapons. No, we were on weapons tight or hold. We were radars on. We were flank speed. We are, roughly in that vector there. It should put us about just above 20 miles away. So they should get the same thing. Let's see what happens.
In the end, was on the hunt for you.
Yep, there they are.
Ah, yeah. So I can't see them.
Yep.
Wow.
So what was on the hunt for you were the two Oser, but also two frigates. One of them you saw already. The other one was coming from the north. And all the rest are like 10 patrol boats scattered around.
Let's see if we can... obviously, broadside doesn't work. I don't think anything will work, but let me head away from them and see if I can just do something to sort of shake them off. So, on flank, I'm going to go there. I'm going to go there, and then there. Turn.
I wonder if Chef works on silkworms when they actually have the infrared tracker on the front.
I mean, it's sea-powered chaff, so...
Yeah, that's also true, but...
Wow, there's no stopping them. Missiles are so heavy dangerous.
A modern ship would do the trick.
Alright.
Those falls are very good against the harpoons.
Like Seaworth is far better in handling that.
Let's try MCOM and see if they can fire on us still. So they don't have do they have a radar on those little boats?
Yeah, they have a little search radar.
My appreciation for these things has grown massively, especially based on the.
I like the little missile boats. I do.
Right, so let's see what happens here then.
It's sad that we never.
Now, of course, we're not going to see them coming in.
Well,
so
it doesn't matter as long as we know they fire.
We'll just explode. Yeah.
It's a little bit sad that we never used one of that SSN 14s.
I'm just terrified of how dangerous they are because you can just be sailing along the sea and suddenly you blow up basically because you're never going to see them at your max range. I mean, it's a terrifying little device. I mean, I've learned something big today, and that is don't go to sea because bloody hell.
Yeah, look today, Cap. You could have been a Borghammer with an anti-ship missile strapped to it, or even a drone with an anti-ship missile strapped to it. That kills a ship.
I reckon they probably found me.
Yeah, we're down to 10.
So then maybe they're even going to find me without my radar on.
You could go on sheep mode and see if they fired, Cap.
And they go.
Vampires.
No, they won't find me. They're going to find me. Radar on, radar off. It was just wrong place, wrong time, guys. There was nothing we could have done to evade that or stop those missiles. So be it. Luck of the draw. I mean,
sadly, when you guys said that you're heading southwest, I actually already anticipated that you run into
nothing you could say, really. Wow, there you go, guys. That's how it is.
And that's actually where they are. They scrambled from the south and were heading north to intercept the Storozhevoy.
So if that's so if you're in one of those small things, if you're basically a stealth F-22 Raptor because you can't be seen, what are the disadvantages? Why doesn't everyone just sail in those things?
They have no survivability themselves.
Also, we have in modern days better weapons and better radars to detect them.
Plus, they're coastal craft. You can't go across an ocean and all those things.
The Storozhevoy was built in Cat vs. Storozhevoy was built in 1973, 2 years prior to the events. And back then it was pretty damn modern, yeah, like latest stuff. But it's still it's still 75.
All right, there you go, guys. Massive new appreciation for these little craft. Just I don't see any obvious way of beating them other than sending helicopters out and trying to spot them. Did we have a helicopter? We didn't, did we? No, we don't. So
No.
that would have been the thing then, wouldn't it? If we would have had a larger ship, have a helicopter scanning for surface vessels like that, I suppose.
What we could do in a future mission is to change out that ship for a little final countdown
See what can
wise.
make it, yeah.
And I swap some of the units on both sides and see what a more modern vessel would do.
We'd have to mix the locations around because we know where they are now to randomize it, but yeah. All right, guys.
Different bay and different, but
Yeah, I mean, like in
Let's
real
do
life,
that.
the defection failed. We got a bit more Bernie than real life, but still.
in reality she didn't get sunk. She was later added to the Pacific Fleet and served until 2002. Just also little
There you go.
history.
All right, good job, Fly. Any comments before we sign off, guys?
So just before we sign off, it's interesting to note that a Frigate class cruiser actually fired upon her, but she actually hit one of the pursuing ships and not the escaping cruiser
Ladies and gentlemen,
itself.
Soviets in 1970s.
So yeah, the maritime aviation was a big shithole. Just to mention it, Cap, maybe I don't know if you want to put it on video, but there's a beautiful video from a creator called Paper Skies on Nebula about this whole event. It's hilarious to watch. It's more comedy than anything else what the Russians did there. But yeah.
Roger, that sounds, yeah. Oh,
Actually, it's available also on YouTube, the same video.
And not anymore. It's only on Nebula now, I think.
Ah, okay.
Roger, guys. All right, well done. Nice early night as well. Good job, and I will see you guys later.